Welcome to the next Mass Effect 4 Guardians video, in which we will announce one of our biggest plans for the new Mass Effect game. One that we discussed many times and we could hardly wait to present to you. We hinted a clue about this in our main lore video, when I said the following thing. You will have to save the galaxy from itself. So good luck. You two will need it. Yes, the Mass Effect 4 Guardians campaign will have co-op story mode. But what does this mean? Our story will have two main protagonists. You will be able to play with your friend or family member throughout the story mode, fighting side by side with each other as specters from the new generation, for the betterment of the whole galaxy. You will be able to experience the story and make tough and meaningful choices together. But how will this work? What is new? What remained the same? This video will explain it now. There are more and more wonderful examples that a story-heavy RPG gives the option to the players to play the campaign in co-op mode. How cool would it be to save the world, save the galaxy with my best friend? But then, immediately the question arises, how would this play out? Who will make the decisions? Many RPGs with co-op option mess this part up, as the second player can only be a side wheel, as the second player can only play in the combat. But that is just lazy writing yet again. Today I'm going to show you the finest example for co-op RPG. That is the Divinity Original Sin, and even more, its sequel, Divinity Original Sin 2. The sequel is the absolute perfection of two-player game design. We know that many of you are unfamiliar with the Divinity franchise, so I will present the example to you through some game footage from the first Divinity Original Sin game. I have started the game with my boyfriend. Both of us could make a character, choose appearance, abilities, skills, in short, make our own character. As experienced RPG players, we also decided what kind of morals our characters will own. My character was a reasonable but also heartless, bloody occultist, using witchcraft and skullduggery, many times using daggers, wands, magic scrolls and grenades as weapons. My boyfriend, on the other hand, made a romantic and passionate tanky warrior who was kleptomaniac, as always. You can see our characters had really different ideas from the very beginning, which have led to many tense disagreements between them. Let me show you a scene from the game that will make it easily understandable. In the first few hours of the game, the players can meet with two guards and a mesmerized orc woman in the city. The city is besieged by orc pirates, but this seemingly harmless orc woman just stands there. While my partner is interested in scouting the new environment, I start to talk to the pair of guards.
Friend here that orcs are predators, not pets.
My partner notices my conversation and it piques his interest, so he comes to me and joins the conversation.
My prejudiced friend here still wants to kill her.
He can't ask the questions because I was the first one who started the conversation with the NPCs.
But this lovely orcish lady, for a brief second, as long as eternity, we locked eyes.
But at one point, when the player has to make a decision, if there are two players in the same conversation, the players start a little separate conversation. They have to settle their decision first. The players can convince each other in dialogues and in real-life words.
What's the point in causing more pain in this beleaguered city? Question her and see what comes of it.
We must realize that if this orc gets loose in the city, we're the ones who'll have to put her down and deal with the bloody aftermath.
But if they can't agree with each other, a small minigame starts. in Divinity Original Sin, it's technically a fast rock-paper-scissors game. This method seems a bit silly first, but we can say from experience that we have never had this intense rock-paper-scissors game in our entire lives. It's a real drama when both of you are just one win away from getting your way. After the fast little game, the losing player character gives up and the winner decision goes through. It is really interesting how the different players and their characters have their arguments and debates. It is a win-win situation for the players. If the players disagree, we have some interesting conversation and drama. If the player characters agree on something, it is a good feeling that you are forming a good team and that you can rely on your partner. This all is really cool in itself, but it will not be mandatory. Those who won't have a friend to play with, there will be an option to play as one of the two main protagonists in solo campaign mode. The solo player will be able to choose at the start of the game. He can set the other protagonist to be obedient to the player's choice or choose from a number of AI personalities. We may not use the rock paper scissors minigame as we are contemplating on other possibilities as well. Some action-packed scenes would use hard quick-time events to decide who will have her way. The idea of co-op was one first major building block that have been added to the game's concept. We want to deliver to you something refreshing that is true to the Mass Effect universe. We want to give to you new and engaging game mechanics, and the co-op mode is a big step towards that. We will give you the tools to play the adventure as you would like to, but the difference is that now we enhance your experience and expand your toolset. Lore-wise, the two main protagonists will be specters from the new generation, full of courage, strength and sense of duty. They are hardened people, but they didn't face the horrors of the Reaper War. But who will be these two young heroes? This question will be answered in another video, and concept arts are already on their way. Until then, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next content updates and videos. I would like to say thanks for our supporters. Visit their channel and other sites through the link in the description. We know that you still have many questions about our project. New videos will come regularly twice every week. If you liked this video, please support our project with your like and share. Let us know what you think about our ideas in the comments. This is just the start of a long journey. Let's fight side by side through it. Save our heroes.